Welcome back, ladies and gents. Now, I had done a 30-minute recording just previous to what I'm doing right now, and it did not take. Either I had not hit the key or I hit the wrong key. But all I did was move this wood burner was right here, if you recall, right in the center of the room, but that's because I had changed the wall layout, and I didn't like the fact that the exhaust was just in the middle of the room, so I moved it to here. I also created I lost a water canteen. I had two of them, so I decided to go ahead and create two more for a total of three now. And I also wanted to build the workbench. It does take three to fill that up. I need to get some more. I wanted to build the workbench, and that's what I was working towards. And I was waiting. In order to build the workbench, I've got to build these two items first. As you can see, got to have the mass storage, the power storage, and the small generator. So I did build the small generator. It's sitting right there, as you can see. And I was waiting on mass to get up to build the power storage, and it's up there now, so let's build that. And let's fill these canteens back up also. I'm freezing. -4. I went out on a small excursion while it was daylight. I didn't get very far because I found a one of those rare dark green boxes just behind that rock and over those hills just a little ways. And I ran back here to see if I could create the key, but I didn't have any iron fragments. And I determined that the iron fragments, I need this workbench to make iron fragments, I think. Building materials. So that's why I started working towards that workbench. Is it? Yeah, it's built. Okay, this is store additional power generated within your base. So I'm guessing that I can put that. You can see right now, this only goes up to 500. Stores 25, or it's at 26 of 500. But I'm guessing if I put this down, it'll go above 500. It can store more power. That's what it says. So let's drop this somewhere inconspicuous. I'm going to say right next to this generator for now. And let's see what that takes it up to. 1,000. All right, so each one of these is 500 extra storage capacity. Does it say that anywhere? I don't think so. Let's see. Not close enough. There we go. Yeah, it just says additional power. And now I need to build this, so I got to wait. It took an entire day for power to regenerate to 500 and the mass to generate back up to, what is that, 75? 100, so I know it's going to take all night and probably part of the day. So let's just take these. Top that off. I used a lot of wood because I changed this door around because someone had mentioned in the comments that I had the door backwards. Apparently the baseboard does have to be on the inside, so I changed that around. I filled in this ceiling piece here that was empty, and I filled in this wall, and I put a doorway here and a doorway here. So that's all I have completed building the little shack here. And my goal now would be to expand in that direction, at least one more floor tile, because I'm going to be putting in the that workbench, this thing, and the mass holder. So I'm going to need more space in here. I also want room away from this because in the summer, this is going to be very hot in here. Because it was snowing a moment ago and it's just standing in here in the middle of the room. Ooh, I see a box. I was at 15 degrees. And that's pretty hot. When it's winter, so I can't imagine what it'd be if it was summer. By the way, yeah, this door does work now. I can run in and out of it without issue. All 3 doors are that way. Amazing what happens when you put them in correctly, huh? I just don't like the baseboard, that board there that I'm calling baseboard being on the inside. It seems like it takes room away from being able to store things right up against the wall. Nothing I can do about that. And again, this is going to take all day to get the power generation up. I'm sure of that. So let's go out here and see what... Oh, I know what I needed to do. I need to water this. Top that off. 100%. I'm going to leave both of these up here. And keep my 1 canteen. And I need more fertilizer. Now, I've toyed with the idea of making another wood burner stove for fertilizer, but it's difficult to keep it wood stored in it now. Let's do this because I think this has got cotton in it. Yeah. Fertilize that up and fertilize this. That's all I have. Now let me store this cotton up here. Tomato seeds. Go there. We're at 124. It's going to be quite some time. Maybe I'll go out on a little run, trying to find some more resources. I made some more arrows also. I know that I made 18 arrows, but I guess I've shot 2 of them. So essentially I just lost 30 minutes worth of what I thought I was recording. But those are the only things I did, was made the arrows complete off that building. Now I need to find... There's a chicken. He's running away. Well, I was looking down at my my bar, and I didn't see the chicken approaching me. He didn't run far, though. There he is. I can certainly use those feathers. There's a box. Let me shoot the chicken first, and I'll get the box. Oh, I missed. Did my arrow stick in the ground, or is it destroyed? I think it destroyed. Okay, let me grab this box. Where did it go? There. Hopefully that chicken didn't run too far. Oh. See that wolf? Just come out from behind that rock right there. And what is that? Another wolf. Alright, let's go in this direction. Oh, I definitely need to gather more. I used a lot of wood during that 30 minutes that I was not recording. I'm down to 78. I like to be about 150. There's another box. For stocking the wood burner for sure. Especially now that it's winter. Gotta remember that wolf is right on the other side of that rock over there. I thought about going for that grub tree. I can't remember if it's that rock or that one. I think it's the far rock. So I will go for this grub tree. Get 5 wood out of it, if memory serves. And the grub, of course. Let me ease up this. All right, I'll take that. I think that is, you know, I don't even remember. It's been so long, I don't remember what that is. Sodium? Zinc. I didn't recognize the color. All right, I need to build another. I need to build another pick. Just don't have the resources on me at the moment. There's another chicken. Take these blueberries and the chicken and whatever it was here. All right, now I need 2 more scrap metal. I heard a chicken, so I was looking around for it. There's a box. The rare dark green box I was talking about earlier had spawned right there where you see the, if I shot where the bullet would hit, it was right there. And that's where I ran back from trying to make that key. But as you see, I didn't have, there's something I can pick up more scrap metal. I just need 2 more pieces of scrap metal to have enough to make a pick, but then I also need, well, I can make the cordage and I can make the wooden planks. I just need that scrap metal. One more. Let's gather some wood while we're here. Definitely need more wood because I do want to expand my little hut, I guess, to the north, assuming the top of the map is north. $95 wood. Ah, this must give 4. There's another chicken over there. Right now I'd rather have the wood. That gives 4. This is only going to be 3. This is 3. Pine tree is 3. Or actually, I call that a pine tree. I'm not sure if that is a pine tree or something else. Because it doesn't, there's the 4th piece I need. All right, now let's make some cordage. I need how much cordage? I need 2 cordage and 2 wood. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. 30, that's it. Rabbit. Rabbits are 30, chickens are 25, I recall. Let's get some more wood. Oh, there we go. I can use that. Always use all the resources. I know I say that I can use that, but you can use them all. Also, I think I'm definitely not going to be I don't think I'm going to be putting videos out as fast as I was before. Especially back in April, because I was really rushed to get as many made as I could before I left. I had been gone for 5 months. I think the last video posted 2 months ago, but I have physically been gone from my home for 5 months. So that's how long it's been since I played this game, or any game. Didn't have access to my computer. And I was in an area where we have no, well, there was internet access, but it was DSL, it was dial-up, and there was no computer there. So it was basically just used for Wi-Fi for the telephones. But even that, we had a hurricane come through, Hurricane Betty. And oddly enough, it was spelled Beddy, I believe. And it took out our power, so we didn't have power for some time. And then a storm, we didn't have internet access, nor did we have telephone access. The home phone was out. And out for a long time. We didn't have internet for over a month. Actually, when I left, there still was no internet because AT&T, according to AT&T, DSL is an old technology, which it is, and the company that makes part for their servers or parts they need to handle the DSL traffic went out of business. So they had no way of getting more parts. So they were trying to find a new source of parts. They didn't know what they were going to do. And for more than a month, we did not have internet access at all. And then we had a storm come through after the hurricane and blew up. I believe the lightning struck the house and it blew up the modem. And when we tried that, now this was after about 5 or 6 weeks with no internet access, we finally got it restored. AT&T, I guess, found a supplier of the parts they needed. We had it for 3 days before the storm came through and blew up the modem. And then for a couple of weeks, we were trying to call the reference number we had for the local technician to come out and fix, because we're rural. We were very rural. And we were getting no response from the technician. So finally, we got to speak to a supervisor, and they said that all the AT&T workers are on strike. Of course, they're not telling the people, they're not telling us, the average people, but they're all on strike. So no telling when we'll have phone service restored. We have no phone service, no internet. Of course, since it's DSL, if you don't have phone, you cannot have the internet. So when I left there, which was about a week ago, there was still no internet and no telephone service at the house. And no estimate of when it would, it's just the union, whenever the union and AT&T reach an agreement. The problem is there's already been several people in that rural area that's already switched away from AT&T because of it. Even one lady we know, she switched to Starlink. Said she was very happy with it, but it was about $500 for the equipment up front and then $170 a month for the internet access. But it's very good internet, she said. So kudos to Elon Musk, because there's no way where I'm talking about there would ever be fiber. It's just too far out in the boonies. And DSL was the only way to go for a long time, and I guess now they can do Starlink. This is enough wood for now. I'm going to hit that grub tree there to the left up there on top of that hill, though. Might as well hit every tree between here and there. But yeah, I haven't played any of these games for 5 months. Remember, I left under the assumption that I would be gone for 3 to 4 weeks max. And 5 months passed, and here I am. If you can imagine, everything here at the house was in disarray. The yard needed work. My second vehicle was dead. The battery was totally kaput. The only good news is I bought the battery about a year ago from AutoZone. Not AutoZone, but Advanced Auto Parts, I think it's called. and it was a silver, so it's still under warranty. So they gave me a brand new one for free and started a new two-year warranty on it. So that was the only bright side. Didn't have to spend $200 or so on a new battery for the vehicle. Oh, don't want to mess with him. I hope one day I have a weapon. What? I don't even remember. What is this? This is a rifle. Yeah, but it won't kill the wolf. I seem to recall shooting a deer with it, and it didn't kill the deer. And I remember shooting a bear on the very last video, and it didn't kill the bear. And I think I determined it would take about 4 shots to kill the bear. And that was just your basic 105, I think, or 180 bear. Whoa, what is that? It's a white wolf. How many does he have? 105. He's still got 105. I'm just guessing that's a winter wolf or snow wolf, and I'm guessing he's tougher. Because, you know, in Skyrim, the snow wolves were much tougher than the regular wolves. Even though he has the same hit points, I'm guessing he's tougher. You know something I didn't see this whole trip? I haven't seen any... There's a box. I haven't seen any, what do you call this? Fiber. Granted, I've just been beating on trees, but I used to be able to see fiber all over the place. I think that's fiber. Is that fiber? Nope, that's not fiber. The big round leaves like this is not fiber. I don't see any fiber. That's odd now that I'm thinking about it. I hear a chicken. Although sometimes I hear chickens and there's not one anywhere, and I think it's just background noise. Part of the soundtrack to the game. I certainly, what is about 1 p.m. I think. I do not see any fiber. Now that yeah, it's odd because usually you see it everywhere. Those round leaves are not fiber. They should be brown. Maybe this is them. This is fiber. There we go. They're covered in snow, I guess, making them white. It was unusual not to see it, though. We'll take those blueberries. Might as well eat them because they won't last. Gather some more wood. Oh, nope, I've already hit these trees. Let's go in this direction. I think it's about 1 p.m. Between 1 and 2. The sun is just past high, what I'd call high noon. There's some more. We'll get this fiber and hit these trees. Because I do want to expand 3 more tiles to the north. So that's the floor tiles, the ceiling tiles, and the wall tiles. Alright, I think I've got enough to make another one of these now. So let's... Oh, I thought I made the wood. Did I not make the wood? Or did I build one already? No, I didn't. Alright, well, let's make 2 planks. Because I can see that pick is about to be kaput. Patai. Let's go ahead and make it so that I have it available, and then we'll run over here. There's some big rocks over here that, if memory serves, usually there's some ore on it. Let's shoot that rabbit and get that cloth. Ah, I thought he went behind a rock, but I thought that was a rock. Thank goodness it worked, because I thought I had wasted an arrow. know I'm tempting fate here running like I am. I'm going to run into a wolf or a bear. Now let's see if there's any ore. Usually there are. There's some right there. There's a wolf. Can I get to this? Yep. Keep walking away, buddy. Very good. Is there any more? That was silicon. There's some. Again, I forget what this is. The white, I want to say potassium? Seems right. Also, I see a box over there on the right. I'm going to go get it. Yep, that's potassium. All right. Let me go grab that box. Gotta be careful because sometimes there's a wolf down here also. 105. There's a wolf. Doggone it. Oh, it's a snow wolf. Of course, he's guarding that box because I want the box. Where did he go? Where did the box? There's the box. I think he's far enough away. Okay. Now I'm going to go finish looking on the top of that rock to see if there's any more ore. I don't need any ore at the moment, and it'll be quite some time before I do need ore, but let me hit these trees because I just realized I need to build another storage box also. I'd like to build a box just for ore. Careful of that wolf on the right. I don't see any more ore up here. Oh, there we go. That's, is that potassium? Yep. And that's probably going to be it. That was 3 nodes of ore here. Oh, there's a... and a box over there too. So let's grab this. Oh, why'd that little fall? Come on. Let's grab this and then go get this box over here. And I'll shoot that chicken because I can use the feathers for more arrows. Arrows are the way to go. They're much easier to come by than ammo. Because you can make arrows. I can't make ammo yet. I assume I can with all this ore and the proper workbenches, which I'm working my way towards workbenches now. And I guess there's 2 or 3 different type of workbenches. Okay, it's probably about 3 to 4. Oh, you know what? I just realized. I think my wood burner is going to run out of wood. There's another chicken 25. I'll shoot it. Oh. It was that the angle of the hill was too high, and he was angled on the backside, so he was down too low for me to shoot before he got too close and ran away. Hopefully by the time I get back I can build that mass storage also. Then the very next thing will be the workbench. We'll see what the workbench is about. I'm gonna start heading back home right now. I can't remember if I hit this tree up here with the grub. So I'm going to go in this direction so I can, if I did not, and at least gather some more wood. Pretty sure I hit that one down there, but I'm not positive. It may have been this one. I may have hit both of them. I don't know. I cannot remember. Either way, I'm going to... It does seem like I've been through here, though. Yeah, that tree has already been hit. That means I probably have hit that grub tree. Bet I'll give it a try. And then I'll go down there and try to hit that one. If I can't remember if I've hit it either. Nope. All right. 5 more pieces of wood and a grub. Maybe 6 pieces of wood. I may have misremembered. Alright, we'll try this one now. I was pretty sure I'd hit one of them, but maybe not. It might have been that one over there. Yeah, it obviously was. Yeah, it was. I remember now because there was a wolf behind that big rock. I was chasing a chicken, and a wolf popped out from behind that big rock, and then I skirted around him and hit that grub tree. All right, there's a box. Ammo box. Talking about ammo. See, I can't build any ammo with all these parts until I get that bench. I don't even remember if I have any fire starters. If my fire has gone out in the wood burning stove. Let's just hope it hasn't. It seems like I topped it off before I left, and it does seem like I remember they do last all day. There's another box over there. Let me hit this first. There's a snow wolf. Let me run in here. Top him off. Ooh. And then go get this box. Before that wolf inches closer to my little house. That water noise scared me. It startled me. Wasn't expecting it. Did I see something over here? A rabbit. Oh, I didn't see those wolves over there. There's 2 of them. All right, well, let's head back. Get inside and put up what we've collected. What I've collected so far. And look and see if I can build this. Yep. Alright, so in the next video, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start working on that house. Adios.